Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, and we're going to be looking at the current move, again comparing it to the last one in lieu of the crossover of the 21-week EMA and the 20-week SMA. So if you guys like the content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also please check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump in. So in the last market cycle, we remember this massive breakout, which ultimately led us back to the 20-week moving average, a 20% drop to the 20-week. Now, the red line here is the 20-week moving average. The green line is the 21-week EMA. So red line, SMA, green line, EMA. So one of the interesting things, though, is that we had, after this massive breakout, we had a pretty similar type move where the weekly moving average, so the SMA, the 20-week SMA, crossed the EMA after this retracement. So Bitcoin had a 20% retracement back to the local low, right? So right here we had the local top, local low, and it was essentially the price of Bitcoin went from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom, which also corresponded to the 20-week simple moving average, back to the top, back to the 20-week, back to the top, and then sideways. Now, one of the things is if we were to take a trend angle, which of course will depend on your aspect ratio, and just kind of draw it up this main channel right here, you can see it's approximately 50 degrees. So I'm just trying to draw it between the red and the green lines, which are again are the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. If we then do another trend line where after it crosses over, you can see this trend line was approximately, if we try to draw it through the middle, approximately 27 degrees. And note that this move back to the prior local top occurred just after the cross of these two moving averages, okay? Now, if we go to the present day, and we need to keep the aspect ratio the same, so remember 50 degrees and 27 degrees, if we go to the present day, and we take a trend angle over here, and then just try to draw it straight up it, between the red and the green line, you can see it's approximately 50 degrees as well. Now they've crossed, right? They've crossed right here, just as they did last cycle after a 20% retracement or so. And then from this point, if we were to have another move like we did last cycle, then we would expect maybe there to be something like this where it's approximately 27 degrees. For this to happen, of course, the price of Bitcoin would need to go back to the local top, right? At 12K, this being the local bottom, which happened to correspond again to the 20-week moving average when we tested it. So up, back down, and now we're slowly moving. If we go back up, then it'll be a repeat of the last cycle. And then if we go back down, then it would need, if we were to repeat, it would be testing the 20-week moving average like this, and then back up sideways and then break out. This would be if it did the exact same thing, but I just want to show you that we had a similar trend in the last market cycle, and it ultimately ended up breaking back up, back between the upper part of the reaccumulation band. So back then we were only talking a few $100s. Today, the upper part of the reaccumulation band is between 11K to 12K, and then the lower part would be between 10K to 11K. So if we can get above 11K and get to like 11.5 or so, then I think altcoins might start to get bullish again. If, on the other hand, we come straight back down to the 20-week in the short term, then again, look for a lot of altcoins, not all of them, but look for most of them to continue to get hammered against USD and against Bitcoin. So the main point of this video, again, is just to provide you fairly frequent updates on what the price of Bitcoin is doing in reference to the 20-week moving average. Currently, it's approximately 5%, 6% above its 20-week moving average, which is pretty good. But we know that Bitcoin could easily go back down and test the 20-week moving average. It's already tested it several times over the last 6 weeks. It could very well test it many more times over the next 6 weeks. Again, during the last cycle, the first successful test of the 20-week moving average actually lasted approximately 4 months, And so far, we've only been testing it for approximately 1.5 months. So with the idea of lengthening cycles in mind, it sure does make sense that we're hugging the 20-week moving average for quite a long period of time, because also we can look back at the last cycle and recognize that the first test of the 20-week actually was the longest one, and then the subsequent tests of the 20-week after that were much shorter. So the main thing, again, to look out for, as always, given Bitcoin's proximity to the 20-week, is just if we do go to the 20-week, can we hold it? And if we do hold it, are altcoins likely, and I mean they will, I think, our altcoins are likely to get hammered again with their valuation against USD and with their valuation against Bitcoin. Not all altcoins, but most of them. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Do you think Bitcoin's going to go back up to between 11 to 12K, or do you think we're going to go immediately test the 20-week moving average again, which, by the way, is currently at 10,322 according to the BLX. Obviously, it might be, I think, on some other exchange, or some of the exchanges, it might be closer to like 2,000 or 10,250, 10,270, but somewhere in that ballpark. What do you think it's going to do? Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Also, check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below, and then also check out the premium list if you want access to exclusive content. That'll wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.